Hey everyone, today we're going to dive into a really simple but beautiful idea, the thought that God is everywhere. Let's get right into it. Okay, let's start with this quote right here. I know God is the same everywhere, but I am not. Wow, think about that for a second. This one sentence is really the key to everything we're talking about today. It's all about how we connect with the world. So, where does this idea come from? Well, it comes from a story. So, let's start our story. It all begins with someone looking for a special place to pray. So, there's this young man, right? And whenever he felt the need to pray, he wouldn't just do it anywhere. He'd leave his house and head out deep into the quiet woods. You see, for him, that place was special. It was his sanctuary, a place where he felt like he could really truly connect and be heard. Well, as you might guess, his father started to notice this little ritual. And one day, he went up to his son and asked him a very simple but very important question. And here's what he asked. Why do you go outside to look for God when God is the same everywhere? That's a question a lot of us might have, right? If God is supposed to be everywhere, why do we have these special places we go to, like a church or a quiet spot in nature? It's a really good question. And the son's answer? Well, that's where things get really interesting. This brings us to a big idea, a big word, actually, omnipresent. It's at the heart of the son's answer. So, what in the world does omnipresent even mean? It's actually super simple. It just means being present everywhere, all at the same time. So, yeah, the father was totally right. God isn't just in one place. But, and this is a big but, that's only half the picture. Because here's the other key word, receptive. See, this one isn't about God, it's about us. To be receptive just means you're open, you're willing, you're ready to receive something. And that's the whole point. The son wasn't saying God was only in the woods. He was saying that he was different when he was there. And isn't that so true for all of us? Life gets so busy, so noisy. We're always running around. And all that busyness gets in the way of us being open, of being receptive. It's not that God's presence goes away. It's that we get too distracted to even notice it's there. The son needed the woods to quiet his own mind, not to find God. Okay, so if we can find this presence everywhere, what does that actually look like? Let's talk about finding God in everything. The thing is, you don't always have to go to a special forest. That connection can be found in the simplest little things. I mean, think about it. The feeling of the wind on your cheek, watching a tiny little flower pushing its way up from the ground, or even just seeing a friend smile. These aren't just small things. They can be real moments of connection if we're open to them. Here's a beautiful, simple way to remember this, kind of like a little poem that spells out G-O-D. Let's start with G. G is for grace, all the kindness and blessings that we're given. Then there's O. O is for the openness of the sky and the sea. You know that feeling when you just look up at a huge, endless sky? That sense of possibility? That's what this is about. And finally, D. D is for the nice dreams that my eyes can see. This one brings it right back to us, to our own hopes and dreams, and the good things we imagine for our future. Okay, so this is a really nice idea, right? But what does it mean for us, like day to day? How does this belief actually help us live our lives? Well, it really helps in two big ways. First, if you truly believe there's a constant presence with you, it kind of acts like a guide, right? It can help stop you from doing something you know is wrong. And second, when things get really tough, it gives you hope. It's this powerful feeling that you're not going through it all alone. So really, the moral of this whole story is pretty simple. It's just this. God is everywhere and watches every single thing we do. It's this idea of a constant, watchful presence that's just always there.
And that brings me to my last question for you. The son in our story had the woods. That was his place to become receptive. What about you? Where's your woods? Maybe it's just a quiet cup of coffee in the morning, or your drive home from work, or maybe just taking a second to look out the window. Where in your daily life can you find just a little moment to be more receptive?